Good morning. My name is Cynthia Davis. I'm an assistant professor in the College of Science and Health and the College of Medicine at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science in Los Angeles, California. I want to thank you all for volunteering for Make a Difference Day, which is October the 26th, 2013. And on that day, our special project is making dolls of hope that are going to be disseminated to HIV/AIDS service organizations throughout the United States. So today what I'm going to be doing with you is going through step by step how you put a doll together. A little history on the project. This project grew out of a World AIDS Day activity in 1998. World AIDS Day is December the 1st of every year, and that year the theme was youth being a force for change. And because I'm a doll maker and a doll collector, I thought, why not make dolls for AIDS orphans? So with a small grant from a pharmaceutical company and with a group of local volunteers, we got together over a 6-month period, working with a master doll maker from San Diego named Ingrid Andrews, and we made several hundred dolls that were dedicated on World AIDS Day in 1998. When the day was over, many of the volunteers, I found out, wanted to continue to make the dolls. And so now the project is 15 years old. We've given out over 6,000 of these dolls all over the world. I presented workshops on the dolls in multiple countries as well as at 2 international AIDS conferences. And so I really consider it a privilege, again, to be a part of this National Make a Difference Day where we can promote the doll project as well as make dolls for needy women and children throughout the United States. We're going to get ready now. We're going to go over the various steps in putting a doll together. So these are the little doll bodies that we work with, and they come in different colors, and their faces are already painted. So you'll be getting a packet for those of you who don't know how to make a doll. Some of you will be getting a packet of all these materials. So basically you would take one of these doll bodies and you're going to stuff it with the material that we call polyfill. And basically polyfill looks and feels like cotton. And you stuff it with your fingers, and I'm going to demonstrate that. You just use your index finger to stuff the doll. It takes a few minutes. And if you're really not that dexterous with your finger, you can use these little sticks that looks like chopsticks to actually push the polyfill down into the bottom part of the doll. You don't want to push too hard if you're using this little stick because you can push through the seam. But normally I recommend that you stuff the legs first, then you stuff the arms, you stuff the torso, and you stuff the head last, okay? So when you're finished stuffing the doll, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be nice and firm from top to bottom, okay? And you really want to make sure that the neck part is stuffed appropriately because you don't want the neck to wobble. And I'm going to show you what a doll looks like where the neck is wobbling. You don't want it to wobble like that. You want it to be fully stuffed so that it doesn't wobble like this. So after you stuff the doll, basically you take some thread, and you can use thread that's the color of the doll, but it doesn't matter because when you put on a tunic it's going to cover it up, but you just do a simple cross stitch and you sew it all the way up. Now you have a completed stuffed doll. Before you put on the hair, you want to put on the little tunic. And these are the tunics, and basically you just put it over the head. You pull the arms through. On both sides. And now you have the little tunic that's on the doll. So after you put on the tunic, the last step, not unless you plan to embellish the doll, you're going to put hair across the top of the head. And so I'm going to just briefly show you how you do that. Basically, I use colored yarn. I'll get some yarn like this, and I'll roll off some pieces, and I use my index finger as a guide, and I'll wrap it around like 4 or 5 times. 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I clip it. Then I clip one end and the other end. Then I use the longest strand that's available, and then I put those strands, I lay them on that strand, and then I just tie a knot. And once I tie the knot, I call that a little plait. So you'll end up with multiple little plaits that look like this. And to actually sew it on, take a needle, try to get a colored thread that's the color of the plait that you're going to sew on, like you want to maybe use black or brown thread. And basically you place the plait on the crown, on the seam, and you just do a little stitch through just to anchor it down. And then once it's anchored down, you get another plait and you put it right next to the next one until you go all the way across the crown of the head. Okay? That's how you sew on the hair. Some people like to put on earrings or necklaces, and so we do have beads available that you can get at your local arts and crafts store. And we have wire where you can string the beads using this wire, or you can string the beads just using regular thread. And that's either to make a necklace or some earrings. Okay? And so a finished doll will look like this. So she's stuffed, her head's not wobbling, she has on her little tunic, the hair's been sewn on, and this person decided to put a little headband on the doll. Okay? I want to show you another doll over here. Now this is showing you a doll where some real simple earrings were put on, just with thread and one little bead that you attach to the side of the hair. So it's very simplistic, it's not difficult. You can trim the hair to a different style. It all doesn't have to look the same. And then in this basket you see here, these were all made by different volunteers, and no 2 dolls look alike. Okay? So you can use your creativity to, again, put on necklaces, put beads around the hair. On this one right here, she made some earrings out of some colored golden thread. A couple little beads. Again, so you can use your creativity to do different hairstyles on this doll. Instead of just having the hair go across the crown of the head, they made a ponytail. Can you see that? And even made bangs. And then with some beads that they had, they just sewed on the beads to make some earrings, and then using some wire, they beaded some beads and made a necklace. So again, you can use your own creativity to embellish the doll. It takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour to complete one doll. One of the things that we're recommending is that the dolls that are made for Make a Difference Day be donated to a local AIDS service organization in your community. And if you're not aware of any local AIDS service organization, you might want to find an organization that's working with women in need, like maybe women who might be in substance abuse treatment, or children in need, or if there's a children's hospital that's in your community, you might want to donate the dolls to a children's hospital. If you plan to send any of the dolls back to our organization here in Los Angeles, what I will do is catalog them, and then when medical teams travel throughout the world for humanitarian missions or medical missions, normally people will call me up and say, Cynthia, do you have any dolls? We happen to be going to Sub-Saharan Africa or Southeast Asia, and then I will give them from 50 to 60 dolls, and they'll find a local NGO or non-governmental organization, which is equivalent to a non-profit organization, to give again to needy children and women and other individuals in the community. So in a nutshell, now you know how to actually make a doll. And so the finished product is a little doll of hope. So if you have any additional questions, you can call me at my office. My work number is area code 323-563-9309. My cell phone is area code 909-456-4787. And my email address is Cynthia Davis, CYNTHIA Davis @cdrewu.edu. And for those people needing a pattern, I do have a pattern for the dolls and for the little tunics that I can mail to you or scan and email to you. Thank you very much, and we look forward to having you participate in Make a Difference Day on October the 26th, 2013.